So here is like the basic one. So with this, you like start with the carbon, and it has four hydrogens. So that you just do that. So it changes here to where you remove one of the hydrogens and add a chlorine, and you basically do the same thing where you just take one of the hydrogens out and put the chlorine. And basically, there's only one way to do it because no matter where that chlorine is, it's always going to be on that first carbon because there's only one. So then if we move here, it's the same thing where now it's just one hydrogen but three chlorines. And then here it finally moves to all four chlorines. Here for ethane, it's two carbons and six hydrogens. So this is like the basic model for it, where it's the carbon to the carbon, and then each carbon has three hydrogens. So then when you replace one of the hydrogens for a chlorine, you only get one isomer, which is like one version of this, where you replace the hydrogen with a chlorine. And the reason why there's only one version is because if you were to replace this to this, it'd be the same thing, or this to this, it'd be the same thing, because you would have a chlorine on one of the carbons. So if like you were to flip the picture or whatever, it'd be the same thing. Now here, you do the same thing where you have two chlorines. So you replace two of the hydrogens. In the first one, you can replace two of the hydrogens on one carbon for chlorine, or a different, unique version is if you replace a hydrogen on each carbon and put a chlorine. So that's why you can get two different isomers. So basically, you just go through that for all of them. So you start off with your basic model, like propane, 3 carbons and the 8 hydrogens, and you go through it like that. You basically just make as many unique models as you can. It tells you, it'll give like a little parentheses with a number to show how many isomers there are. Like this one, this has 2, and this one has 3, 4, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, what is that? Yeah, this one has 4. And then we'll naming them. If we go here, this is 1 and 2, like the naming them. This is just the first carbon, second carbon. So here we have 1 because the chlorine is on the first one. So 1, and it's just one chlorine, so chloro, and then ethane, which is like the base model. So 1 chloroethane. Here, since the both chlorines are on the first one, it's 1, 1, 2 chlorines, so it's dichloroethane. But here, since it's on the first one and the second one, it's 1, 2 because of the first one, second one. There's 2 of them, dichloroethane. So I hope that makes sense, and like you can keep doing them. But if you have more questions, you can ask me.